to this week's episode of Tech Talk Live. I'm your host, Michael Armagon speaking, and today with us we have our guest, Viquel, or Vicky.
Hello.
And as per usual, we are going to be talking about the, technology within the past week and the different news that's happened since we were last on. Facebook. Last week we would have talked about, was it last week? Either last week or the week before. That Facebook had on iOS where that iPhone users could shoot in 360 videos and pictures and whatnot, then post on Facebook. Now, apparently they've set it so that it's not just iOS anymore, but everyone can do it. So all you have to do is just pretty much set it up like a regular picture, but choose the 360 option instead. Which, I mean, some people may do it. I personally, more than likely won't. But, cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Like we're usually the beta testers. It's clear to see. But I've actually never done. I've seen it and I thought it was cool, but I never actually used the feature on my phone. So I guess to each his own. Like some people may use it and others won't.
Fair enough. Moving on. For those of you who know a particular game called PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or PUBG, which is a fairly popular shooter game that's done on a multiplayer level. It became the most played game, with meaning that it had the most players on at one time on Steam, beating Dota 2. But then shortly after that, its servers went down. I'm guessing that's part of the reason why it's still beta, but congrats. That's actually a pretty decent feat, considering that Dota 2 is among one of the most popular games in the world. Now, China has done something that's fairly interesting. Vicky, do you remember when both Facebook and Google Plus kind of had it where you can only really use, or at least you were only really supposed to use your real name?
No, I don't remember that.
Fair enough. Both have gotten some pushback from that over the years, especially when it came to YouTube and Google Plus tie-ins and stuff like that, where everyone's real names would show up as YouTube comments, so on and so forth.
Oh yes, I know that. I really like
that. Much like how people hated that back then, and of course Facebook and Google have kind of leaned off of it as much, and so they're allowing like usernames and things and whatnot, though Facebook is every once in a while still kind of strict about it. China wants internet comments linked to real names, so that means any internet comment will be linked to your actual real name if you're in China. I don't see people really enjoying that, and some people are saying it's mainly happening now because apparently it's becoming the political season over there. But yikes.
Yeah. I guess it's I mean, you could just, I don't know. I don't know how they do it over there, but you could just make up a fake name and then use that, create your account with that and let them use their fake name. But I guess for them, it's for them to be able to track, if you're doing some side, you're planning an attack or whatever, I guess it's easier for them to track it by you having your real name out there than for them to be searching around the web trying to figure out who this person is, what their real name is, instead of them using their that's probably why they're pushing it. But at the same time, I'm not too fond of having my real name out online. That means like anybody could search me up and let me have where I live. Like one person to overshare too much online. That means everybody can look at my name and just basically see my whole life on social media.
Yeah. Now, I kind of get it, you know. Over there, the government is really strict. Really, really strict. And yeah, it's political season, so you want to make sure that whoever's talking bad about your government, you can go and crack them over the head. But, yeah, that's another topic. But, still, like, this is, I mean, they've already kind of gone over the whole thing with privacy, but this, wow.
They clearly don't care.
Clearly. Speaking about controversial stuff, the Pirate Bay is actually making an interesting place as a home for something. Game developers of a game called Darkwood have placed a completely legal copy of the game on the Pirate Bay to help with cash-strapped players, so that they do not go to places like G2A or I think it was G2G, where they would buy these gray market game codes that might have been, you know, something that was given for free and that people are trying to pawn off, or that were stolen and people are trying to pawn off, you know, stuff like that. And they just want everything to be legit. So instead of, you know, you going to these places that you really shouldn't be going to and whatnot, just get the game for free. If you're strapped for it, then sure, get it and play it for free now, and whenever you feel like actually buying a copy of it, go right ahead. I think that's pretty much their marketing with this, and it makes so much sense. Like, this is something that the entire torrenting community has been trying to rally behind for years now, and I think it's great. What's your thoughts on this, Vic?
Oh, it's pretty good as well. You get a chance to kind of sample the game before you go and spend your money on it, and you don't make that mistake like what they did for There's No Man in the Sky. No Man in the Sky, whereas the video, like the gameplay and the trailer for it was really nice, when you actually looks like complete trash. So like with them doing that, you get like the upper advantage to, you know, play the game for a bit and be like, oh, you know, this game is really good. I want to spend my actual money on it. Then you can go out and like buy the full version of the game.
Yeah. Well,
Not like, you know, want to support it, and you'd be like, okay, I'd spend my money to support the developers.
I think it's smart. Of course, we're going to be back next week, Tuesday, with Esports Wrap at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and another episode of Tech Talk on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep an eye out, and of course, throughout the week, you know, you'll find me here sometimes doing some gaming or whatnot. Feel free to come in at any of these times and just talk. We can always talk tech. We can talk whatever it is that you feel like. Until next time.